Welcome to ATI Pro Media. I'm Tommy Grisafi, and you are.
Connor Bridgman.
Where are you, buddy?
We are in Nashville, Tennessee. Tom was nice enough to invite me to RFD Studios. So we're going to be doing everything from Nashville today. And we've got an action-packed day today, Tommy.
We do. Tell us more.
It is June 28th, the June 30th report, as I like to call it. It is finally here, and we're going to get some clarification on what are we going to see for ending stocks, where are we going to see acres going to be, where are we going to see wheat planting. So going to get a lot of data today, and we'll see where that is. It'll be out at 11 a.m.
All right. Brother Joe, take us to LaSalle Street, my man. Dees corn, unchanged. Soybeans, SEP soybeans, up a quarter. No beans, unchanged. Meal, a little lower. Oil, a little higher. Wheat, Board of Trade wheat, SEP. Quoting the SEPs, July is time to move the calendar. SEP, Board of Trade wheat, down 1.5. Kansas City, down 3. Hard red, spring up 2. Taking it over to Brady Huckland cattle. Live cattle up 70, feeders up a little bit. Lean hogs doing their best to trade up a little bit, up 30. Wall Street is our next stop. Gold up, silver up. Interest rates, looking at the interest rate market, 2-year, 5-year, 10-year, 30-year. Bond markets are up, which means interest rates are calming down. Crude oil down 34, natural gas down 27. Mixed day in the stock market. They start a lot stronger, coming off a little. Dow Jones up 70, NASDAQ up 140. S&P up 20. That is not a mixed day. That is up on all three. Bitcoin unched, copper up a little. Joe, play the presidential slide. We cannot not talk about this, but I don't know what to say. I think oh my. So this is a graphic I bought about I don't know, about a month ago. It's a beauty. Anyway, last night debate. I did not watch it. I was more watching the clips, the shorts. I was out with friends and family. Gina and the kids are down here. Did you watch the debate?
I turned it on, and I didn't make it 5 minutes. We were the same thing. So I'm seeing headlights, talking to Brady and Joe and everyone to hear. So give us your thoughts, Tommy, and I'll give you mine.
Well, today on RFD TV, we're going to talk about, regardless of what happened on the debate or at the debate, let's talk about what happened to the markets. And so I'm a market guy. I'm a Board of Trade Merc. I love markets, free capital. If you didn't know there was a debate last night, did it have any big effect on the markets? And from what I could see, not really. It's not like we've seen beans limit down because they think Trump's going to win. The one thing I did see is there's these private polls. There's like betting services, like you bet on anything, like Dave Portnoy, and that Gavin Newsom's chance of being president rose tremendously. Hillary Clinton, your former governor from Illinois, Pritzker. And I'm not a political guy, but there's documentaries I watch, like Showtime has something called The Circus. And nonetheless, it's interesting. But there's professional people who follow politics and do this. So whoever your source is for politics, it's not us, but it does affect our lives and our markets. It affects decisions at the EPA. It affects decisions at the USDA. Like, for example, that hogs and the report that was canceled in the cattle. I know a lot of people didn't like that. So keep an eye on things. We do have a presidential election, regardless of your opinions. You are an American, unless you're watching from Canada. And if you're watching from Canada, thanks for subscribing. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. You said it well. I don't know how many, if you had an opinion before, I don't think it changed after the presidential debate, but it was a little underwhelming. I don't know. I don't want to get too political on this, but I did.
None of our sponsors are going to cancel us because we don't have any sponsors. So it's okay.
You're talking about markets not moving. You know what did move is is it DJT, Donald Trump, or what's his ticker? Yeah, his stock was up big this morning.
That's interesting. No, I was pretty disconnected. The wife and kids came in. I went out with friends yesterday. I had a great afternoon. I almost forgot there was a debate. I have to be honest with you. And what I do is help farmers sell corn. And we talk December corn futures all day, no corn futures all day. I talked to a client in Minnesota this morning who was having horrible flooding, who had more flooding. And I told him he's a former veteran. I said, just like being in the military, if you're in this long enough, you're going to lose someone, right? Either you're going to die or you're going to watch a friend die. And being a farmer for 40 years somewhere, you're going to have a year like this. So that's what my day's like.
Yep.
Like, regardless of who's president, that's not going to take the water out of his field.
Yeah.
That's what I do for a living.
Well said. Well said. So let's kick it with that. Let's kick it to what we know. Joe, go full screen on the slide so we can just look at a few
Get
numbers.
rid of our mugs.
There we go. Full screen. So looking here, we're going to know planted acres, corn, soybeans, wheat. And so you can see where they had prospective plantings in March, the average trade estimate on corn, soy, wheat. And so if we're looking at the average trade range, you would think there's not going to be a whole lot of fireworks. We're going to keep kind of the status quo. But I got a great fact for you, Tommy. Looking at planted acres, we have came under on soybeans. We have came in below the average trade guess for 9 years in a row.
Hello.
We have been under. I couldn't believe it when I heard that stat. So when you look at that trade range, keep in mind, we are outside. The odds are probably greater we're outside that trade range than inside of it. So next slide, Joe. I can't click because I'm sitting here with TG. So acreage is going to be at the forefront. That's what we're talking about the most. But pay attention to stocks, right? Are we going to come with a burdensome? The number I'm looking at, Tommy, is that soybean number. Is it going to come? Are we going to cross over that billion, but that one number as we go higher? And so, other one, keep going, Joe. And here's the fun thing I look at: wheat planting. We'll save that for Brady as we see those numbers. Keep going. One more. I want to look at here's the favorite thing I like to look at is the average or the historical price change after that USDA report. And so last year, right, almost down, right, 30 cents, basically limit down on corn number. Look at the bean number. Go one more over, Joe. And we were 60 cents, almost 70 cents higher on soybeans. So last year, unbelievable report where we changed the numbers dramatically. And as you can see, this is a high volatility report, Tommy, as we just look back on historicals. Usually it's kind of bullish beans. So given the price action these past 2 weeks, we need a bullish card to play, don't you think?
Yeah, let's go full screen back on us, Joe. Yeah, we do. And I was out last night with a group of people who are active. There's Brady Huck. Welcome to the show.
I'm on. Welcome.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, let's call Brady Huck. There he is. Wake him up. Brady Huck in the show. Hey, good job yesterday on RFD. Really proud of you. The cow phone's blowing up. Speaking of RFD, they have an open slot for Monday, and I think you will be a guest.
Count me in.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. This media thing, isn't it fun, Brady?
It's a blast. Yeah, it's a great time.
Yeah.
Great opportunity. Yeah.
All right. So the question was, I lost my train of thought. I am not used to sitting next to you.
It's always weird when we get it. Yeah. First time meeting Tommy Grisafi, everyone. Never met him in person.
You guys look good.
Anyway,
He's a lot bigger in person.
how I was framing it up is the weakness that we've seen before this. If we get, let's say, the big story, if you go back to March, was we reduced total planted acreage by a couple million acres.
And we traded up 20 cents in corn.
Yep. And the fear is, do we bring those acres back? That's what I've been hearing a lot. And so if we get a very bearish report, we add corn, soybean acres total. It almost I hate this analogy, but it feels like the nail in the coffin with the price action we've seen before. What are we going to have? Let's say we get a semi-bearish report. There's a decent chance that this negative's built in and we could bounce still, right, Tommy?
Yeah, and we did that ATI Pro Media Premium with Brian Bastian. He talked about resurveying, and I know there's a lot of people screaming on the internet. They need to resurvey North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, Northern Iowa, and so some weird things could happen. We could have a slightly bullish stocks number, have a bearish acreage number like a 91 acres, and then someone says, wait, I think we lost 1.2 million acres, and so now we're down to 89.8. So if you, depending on, you can move the rocks in the shuffle game however you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
But people aren't playing there's millions of corn futures and options that trade. These aren't, as I had said to, I don't remember if it was on the premium or folks aren't messing around. These aren't oat futures with open interest of 3,000 and they move limit. This is corn futures, one of the most deep liquid futures contracts in the world. I mean, there's more obviously with different commodities and stuff, but corn is a top dog when it comes to commodity futures. So what the price action says and does will mean a lot more than what the numbers are. So what I'm trying to say is we're going to get a data dump at 11 o'clock. Don't get so involved in what the numbers are as the reaction. Whatever way that reaction goes, we tend to go that way the next day, which would be Monday. So we're going to have Friday weather, Friday geopolitical risk. You could see something happen politically. And with that, what are your thoughts, Brady? I see you here.
Yeah.
He's just waiting for his turn to talk. Go full screen on Brady.
No, it's big numbers, big day. Yeah, a couple hours to digest those numbers. I agree with you 100%. The price action after the numbers, that's going to be an initial gut reaction there, and we got into month, into quarter, like you said too. So some other dynamics there. Couple days off, and then we get a couple days back on trading next week. And the next couple weeks, you stack up this report, then the 4th of July holiday. There's so much that can happen over the next few weeks here. Big impact to your market and big directional. Sometimes it offers some second chances to go out and get some marketing done. But like I agree with
we're
what Connor
losing
said.
Brady. All right, back to me. Is it Brady? Is it your connection or mine?
Might be you. I'm not sure.
That's okay. We're okay. Hey, real quick, while we're getting all our internet stuff and everything figured out, if you're out there and you want to ask us a question, go ahead. Drop a question. We'll answer it. We see there's about 350 of you on. That's more than our normal live stream. We normally hit 200. Are you nervous? Go ahead and tell us. You should be nervous because corn just hit multi-year lows and people are caught long 2 years crops. They're long, according to advanced trading's records, probably about 25% of the 23 crop. I've heard numbers about 75, 80% of 24 is unhedged, and maybe only 5 to 10% of 25 is hedged. Now, different people, there's a broker out there listening right now, like, I got all my 23 gone, 24 is hedged, 25 is hedged, and we started on 26. Fine. But I'm a broker and work and a owner of advanced trading. I talk to other brokers in the industry, and we all have the same deal. If you work with 100 clients, there's 25 who are doing everything perfect to the book. And then there's some who do different things. And in the end, when you work with as many grain elevators as we do, you can see the hedges come in, correct? You see those HTAs, you see those D's March forward sales. And it's too bad we don't have a commercial broker on with us today. And if a farmer feels like they know the market knows their position, they're right. The market knows the farmer's position.
Yeah.
There are people who pay big money to know what the farmer has on, and you could see it through the hedge book of D's 24, March 25. That feels weird to say. Yeah.
Yep. Well said. And a common narrative I have had this week is you mentioned it about flooding in Minnesota, right? How many acres are taken out of production? And odds are that whatever that number is, it's not going to be reflected today, right? They get these numbers as of the end of May, into June is where this is going to be indicative of. So any of the flooding, any weather events that we saw in June isn't going to be related or isn't going to be reflected in this report. So keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thanks for joining ATI Pro Media. This is our free live stream. Of course, we're in a good mood, a real good mood. We have a crop report later today, and we had a debate yesterday. Let's hope these boys, no one went down to the orange lot and knows what the number is, but I tell you what, there's a really good chance we're going to need one of these. Fasten seatbelts, folks. USDA at 11. I don't know if we're going live or not. We'll have to see. I could load up the stream if you and I don't think I'll be able to do it, but
we'll see how the day. If we can, we will. How about that?
Sounds good. We can't promise anything. One thing we can promise is there could be volatility and expect volatility. Okay, real quick, I want to tell you a tiny bit more about ATI Pro Media Premium subscription. We had some good ones yesterday. Double header. This was you, Connor B. Free DP. Connor broke down free DP. He'd love to tell you everything he said in that, but you need to click and subscribe. And it's $30 a month, $1 a day. You could see what Connor said about free DP. After that, we had Tony Dunker and Brady Huck talk about hogs and pigs, and I was clicking the buttons, but they did a wonderful job. And anyone who doesn't know Tony absolutely should. Real quick thing about Brady and Tony here as we're talking is today is the last day to switcheroo the old LRP insurance. If you need LRP, Brady Huck's out there. He can pop back up, tell you about this. But Brady, Tony, look at all these states. Advanced Trading can help you in livestock risk protection. If you missed it, go back out on the internet web. Brady did a great job yesterday on Cow Guy. Brady, what'd you talk about with LRP on Cow Guy close yesterday?
A great tool to manage risk and establish a foundational floor. Great platform to go out there and talk about LRP. It's just a tool that every rancher, every cow-calf guy needs to have in their toolbox. And then pairing it with options, what we do on the option side of things really enhances and helps you make the most of managing the market and managing market volatility rather than be a victim of it. I do have an important announcement, though. We got another licensed LRP agent within the ATI agency here. Kayla Walker is now licensed to sell LRP.
Awesome.
So big, exciting news, getting more agents on board that can help.
Pretty amazing what happens when you actually take a book and study and pass the test, huh?
Yep. Congrats.
If it was easy, they would just give them away. But I hear it's not the easiest thing to get organized and get all that. All right. Anyway, my phone's blowing up, and
I think we got one question. Yeah, let's pop it up from Luke. What day is the soybean crop insurance cutoff for the areas most affected by flooding? So we're well past the first planting date. I can't speak for like Minnesota up north, but they're gonna have a window where they could do late planted soybeans and crop insurance might kick in. But I'm not totally sure. We're not crop insurance agents, right? Brady is LRP and that. So I should let him in. Do you know the answer to that one, Brady?
I do not. It's a good question. But they're different by regions on those planting cutoff dates. So right. But I would imagine a lot of them are getting past here on that.
Yeah, real quick announcement. I'm going to play the video for ATI Pro Media. We're pumping out a ton of content. We're sending actionable text alerts. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the people I'm making. I'm going to run this commercial. I'm going to say goodbye to y'all. I'm going to end the show. My phone's blown up. I got to do my job. I got a couple jobs today. I'm going to be a broker. I may even be a game show host here at 1 o'clock. Catch you on the Cow Guy at 1 o'clock, RFD TV commercial, and the show, and we'll see y'all. Welcome to ATI Pro Media, powered by Advanced Trading. We're a financial channel that loves agriculture. For just $1 a day, you'll receive advanced trading research, actionable text, and a minimum of 6 videos a week featuring industry experts and insight. Click the button below to subscribe today. Click that button, ATI Pro Media, Advanced Trading YouTube, www.atipromedia.com, premium subscription. Tom Grisafi, Connor B., Brady Huck. We'll see you this afternoon. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. We're here every day, 9 a.m. Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.